Now, BX made this argument, and I actually kind of agree with this, right? So I'm going to give credit to BX Sports Jedi Network. We're going to be doing our watch along with him.
Yep.
What do you think of this? Roman beats Cody, right? Now, the reason why is that Roman Reigns is about to beat, I think if he passes WrestleMania and like a couple months after, he actually beats Hulk Hogan's all-time record, which I think is what?
2000.
It's like 4 years or something like that. So, the argument is that he actually beats Hulk Hogan's record, which I think he should. Because if we're going to say that Roman Reigns is going to be sort of the Michael Jordan of this era, he needs something that's going to be, something that nobody's going to be able to like take away from him.
Even in the streak he's at right now, there's no one touching that in a very long time.
Well, what I'm saying though is that puts him into legendary category.
He's already in legendary category when he passed.
No. What I'm saying is he's in legendary category, so to speak. Now, what I'm saying,
so to speak,
because what I'm thinking about is 5-10 years from now,
no one's still breaking what he did right now.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying though, how much more big of a legacy would it be that he beats Hulk Hogan's all-time record? Hulk Hogan, which is considered, next to Austin, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Right. It puts him in there on that category without it. Like, there's no question at that point. You get what I'm saying? The Roman's doing great work right now. And yeah, you're right. Like in this generation, sure. But if you want to put him on the, where he's a talk to be Mount Rushmore material.
Even if, me personally, even if he could surpass Hulk Hogan 3 times over, and I still can't see him as a face on Mount Rushmore.
Right now you can't. That's my point, though.
I don't think I could ever.
No. But what I'm saying is that if he were to beat Hulk Hogan's record, you wouldn't be able to debate that as hard.
I still will debate it. You know why?
You will, but you wouldn't be able to as...
It's just days. To me, he held the belt for that long. He only defended it 14 times to Hulk Hogan's 244. That's not even prestige. That's not prestigious. That's just chicken shitting around a belt for 4 years.
It's still. We're talking semantics at that point.
Is
it a memorable title run?
No.
Absolutely.
It's not.
It's the talk of wrestling for the past 4 years.
It's a forced talk of wrestling for the past 4 years.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's be real here, bro. They had to force him in that spot.
But that's almost the point, though. If we're talking about Roman and they want him to be the greatest of this generation, you have to give him something that's not debatable.
Which they did.
And that would be it.
Which they did. They put him in the top 3.
No, because it's still debatable. Because you'd go, well, Hogan still has more.
Okay, then when Hogan does it, it's still going to be debates because they're going to go, well, he didn't even defend it much.
The point of Roman's title reign is that it's the longest title reign of this generation, right? Why not have him beat Hulk Hogan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then whoever actually beats him, let's say it's Cody, the win actually means way more. Not only that, when Roman loses, he doesn't actually lose his legacy. He's like, well, I'm still the longest reigning of this generation and of the last generation.
I get what you're saying, but I said this once time on the show before. Because of the age we're at, we still put old generation in there. These wrestler fans nowadays don't give a fuck about the old generation. It's from ruthless aggression on.
Listen, if they're gonna try to go for, like we said earlier, they're gonna try to go for a more adult fan base with the Netflix change.
They could still go without going with the golden era. They could start at attitude or ruthless aggression.
No, what I'm saying is it's gonna still mean something. Like him beating Hulk Hogan's record, that means something to me because I was a Hulk Hogan is the reason why I watch wrestling.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that just means way more even to the older generation, the Attitude Era generation, which is who they're trying to recapture.
This is what I feel. I honestly feel this. They forced Roman in that spot, and they wanted him to outbeat Hogan, and it's not for legacy. It's because of Hulk Hogan.
That too.
They just want to remove. They just want to remove Hulk Hogan's name.
But you're not gonna. You're just putting him down a level.
A level.
Because he still has to beat. He would still have to beat Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah.
Who I think is at what was it?
I thought didn't he already beat Bruno Sammartino?
No,
I thought it was only Hogan
I think Bruno is the number one.
He surpassed Bruno. I think it was Hulk that's number one.
I'm not 100% on that one. No, he beat Bob Backlund.
Is that who he beat?
Yeah.
I know he beat Bob Backlund, which puts him in the record book at that point.
I think
which
that
makes
put
him
at number 3, right?
Let me see.
I just think my point, while you look that up, my point is that I think it gives, like I said earlier, it gives Cody a bigger legacy to build off of. That title becomes a bigger legacy. It becomes more prestigious. I think there's more money in Cody losing this year at WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to turn people away from the product.
Yeah, Roman's only number 4.
Roman's number 4.
Yeah.
Who's number
1,300 days plus.
Who's number 3?
Hulk Hogan.
Number 2
Bob
is
Backlund.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even beat
and Bruno Sammartino. So.
Gotcha.
So just to beat Hulk.
When are they ever going to get another chance to beat that record?
That's the one thing I'm scared of. I'm scared of that's what it's always going to be now. It's not just to have the belt, it's to beat the record.
Well, yeah, to a degree, but at some point it's wrestling.
Yeah.
Records are what they are just because they're we don't make them up, but they're kind of there to be stats.
Okay, but
Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold up the same night, and he still uses that as a stat.
But let's look at it this way. You're number 4, right? Just to beat Hulk Hogan's record, but now you're not anywhere. You were still nowhere close to Bob Backlund or Bruno. Does it even matter?
It's not to be number 1. It's to beat Hulk Hogan.
It's just to beat Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, who is the greatest of all time. I still say Stone Cold.
How can he be the greatest of all time if there's 2 people ahead of him?
Because Hulk Hogan's not the greatest of all time because he had a long title run. If Roman Reigns needs the long title run to be the greatest of all time, there's a difference there.
There's a difference there. And I still think it's going to need more than that. Just the title run.
Yeah, but you need that at least.
The only thing I could give Roman, honestly, is he kept the brand going during the pandemic. I'll give him. He put the company on his back during the pandemic. I'll give him that.
He built an amazing stable.
He built the amazing stable. He ran the pandemic stage. He came back strong when the crowds came back too. Throughout all
sorry, can I also give him? He's been playing this boss character very well too.
Yeah. Once he became ignorant, but then there's also other nuances in this beef and battle that we haven't even discussed that could really cause his shit too. Because for instance, Seth's demeanor through all of this has been crazy too. Because he'll look at Jay and then he'll look at Cody and then he'll give like a snakish look and then he'll like break out of it. So no one really knows how the fuck this is gonna go down next weekend. Who's going to turn on who? What's going to happen? What?
There are a lot of fucking variables.
Yeah. The only thing I see happening and I can predict in a WWE standard is if you're going to defeat Roman after Roman did what he did to Brock and all these other people, it's going to be 17 motherfuckers that he screwed over these last 4 years hitting their finisher on him and then Cody pinning him. I for some reason I see that like a hell of a kick, 2 splashes, a
fucking fat man stunner.
Fat man, everybody coming through hitting him with that's the only way to put him down. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's anticlimactic to the story. Because I do agree that the match is going to probably be a dusty finish.
And I also agree with, I don't know if you could agree with me on that, is one thing that they definitely doing is anything that was Vince image, out the window, out of there.
Well, that's the thing, is The Rock is the new boss image. It's no longer, I come out with the power suit. the fucking pompadour
Yeah.
hairstyle.
But for
He's
me,
the new boss. And
Roman
Triple
was
H.
all Vince had in his eyes was Roman. So I could see if they go.
Oh, you're saying as the top guy.
Yeah, so I could see them going, well, that was a Vince idea. Scratching that.
No.
Everything else they did it toward, bro. I wish I could. I'd be like, if there was some scoots of anything, but they made sure anything that was run by Vince and people who had spotlight then don't have it anymore.
I do.
Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, they're shadows now, bro.
This is where I think WWE is on that, right? I think they haven't changed their mind about Roman. He's still their top guy. However, I think right now they're in a weird position, just like AEW is, where their top guy is uber fucking heel.
And
you get
also,
what I'm saying? So real quick, it just puts them in a place where they have to build really great baby faces. Like, especially for when Roman loses, it has to be a great baby face that takes that mantle.
That's true.
You can't have a transitional champion.
And you also have to put since The Rock, he set a new type of precedence to WWE top stars.
Yeah.
Everybody that has been the face of a company now goes to where? Hollywood. Roman is even trying to get into Hollywood now.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I feel like Roman's going to give up the belt to proceed like John Cena did and Batista did and Rock did to go into Hollywood. So, Cody, they're pushing him as the babyest of baby faces.
Yeah, but you can't forget that The Rock does have some kind of love and passion for wrestling. Of course, there's money involved, but he doesn't have to do this.
He did.
No.
They were on strike. He needed bread, bro. Just like Cena did.
The Rock, how much is The Rock worth? Cena maybe, but
that's the thing too that no one really talks about. They say he's the highest paid actor in Hollywood, which is true, but the money stopped when the strike did. So he was just as balanced out as every other actor.
I guarantee you The Rock is good at saving his money.
I don't want to go into the man's pockets or anything like that, but if he was as successful as they say he is, he would have just sat back and not went back into wrestling. He would have just.
Well, we know The Rock is also investing in a lot of other businesses and stuff. So I'm just saying, well, that's also why he's doing this. But I think he's investing in wrestling and WWE because that's where
that's where his money's at.
He was made. Yeah.
I think because it's a big investment in him too, and he can't.
Do you think The Rock playing a heel character right now affects like his image in Hollywood?
Hell no.
Right.
No. Anything he does in wrestling right now is not affecting him in his Hollywood shit, period.
Because I think people accept that he's playing a character.
They accept that that's where he came from. So it's like, you're not going to take him now and that's where he came from?
Right.
You dressed him as a fucking tooth fairy the first run. Go around, everybody ate it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
trying to turn him into a homo.
Yeah.
Like invite him to a sex party. All right. Well, we can move on. I'm still more up in the air about it. I do see that what you said. I can see that happening though. I don't think you're off.
Yeah, night one, not a night two screw off. Night one screw off.
So we go into night two knowing The Rock is turned.
Yeah, or something's off.
Something's a little fishy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's supposed to help Cody. Roman's like telling him to do something. Or sorry, help Roman. And he's like telling him, directing him to do something. And The Rock's just like, no, you're on your own.
Or other way around. Roman being tribal chief is demanding a command to Rock. And Rock's like, I'm the final boss.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Or even vice versa. I'm the final boss. Do this. And then Roman look at him and said, bitch, I'm the tribal chief.
Oh, they have a power struggle right there in the ring. I can see it being more The Rock just gives him like a...
We'll know. I'm going to tell you when we'll know. Because, we're both wrestling enthusiasts.
Yeah.
We'll know when it goes bad when one of them self-tags themselves in. Whoever does it first is the one that's fucking over.
Right.
So
then the wrestler looks at where they tagged him.
Yeah. It's over. It's over at that point, bro. Rock is going to be tied up with somebody and Roman's going to smack him, tag himself in, and Rock's going to look at that smack and look at him, and then they're just going to have a face-off in the ring. And then someone's going to attack him, and then it gets back to the action, but something's off at that point.
Yeah, I got you.
When it happens, I'm gonna say, here it goes.
Let me throw this last thing out. What if it's actually the other way around, where Roman actually gets screwed over, and that kind of makes him more of a baby face?
Roman?
Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if that's Rock stays heel because he's such a piece of shit as a heel. Because I really don't see him like just flipping the script and going, "Hey, I'm a babyface again."
His heel is. I think he'll go from heel to anti-heel. That little borderline, mid-ground,
yeah.
I'm still a fucking hard neck, but fuck this hard neck.
Now I'm fighting.
I'm the hard neck.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that too.
Because that's what Cena did. Cena didn't go heel, but he didn't stay babyface.
He got a little grit to him.
Got a little grit.
Yeah, definitely. Which, by the way, last thing I'll say on the thing, that's actually what this beatdown kind of did with Cody.
Yeah,
gave him a little toughness, toughened him up because he was writhing in pain and shit, but like he was still like sort of.
To be honest, all of this shit's washed. All of this shit's recycled wash shit. Because how many times is Cody gonna come out battered and bruised and fight somebody and win? Like, come on, just did it with Brock, did it with Seth.
Yeah.
Does he have to go into every main event, beat the fuck up, and come out the winner? Like, that's just whack. Do something different.
Peter Ortiz says Cody wins and Rock claims Roman isn't head of the table anymore. That's where I was kind of going with it. I think next night on Raw, they come out and have a little standoff.
Yeah. That's where they begin.
That's where their story begins. Yeah.
Or
Rikishi,
because there's also
in the front row.
Let's not forget that the first time Rock did appear back, he asked everybody if he should be, where should he sit? At the end of the table? Like, that was such a closing cliffhanger, and it never brought back up again.
And then they made a complete 180 with the whole slap moment. And then The Rock was like, no, now I don't like Cody.
Yeah.
Because it was looking even on TV like they were going.
Because what the main thing was, Cody's like, I want to finish my story and have my WrestleMania moment, but someone wants you more than me. And then The Rock came out. So what happened to that?
It's kind of like The Rock and Roman bonded over their hatred of Cody.
No, they bonded over the don't talk about my family. Not even a hatred of it.
Which has been the storyline for the whole time. That's the whole reason why The Rock hates Cody.
I could see someone, I could hear one of them go, we don't see you as someone in the family. Oh, your dad is a part of the Dynasty 90.
Which would be great if they added that to the storyline.
If Cody said it, that shit would have been great. I wanted Cody to say it.
I'll just light the match and then
because he said you're a mistake. They don't even recognize you in the fucking Samoan Dynasty, bitch.
Jesus.
That would have been the best.
That would actually be a fucking
then that's
stinger.
where Rock would look at the whole bloodline and go like, oh, so y'all don't fuck with me.
And they're like scratching their neck.
Y'all don't fuck with me, huh? And you know what I'm saying? That would have been it.
Create paranoia.
Yeah.
Because then you're right. The Rock does have this like almost crazy element to him that he's like a little off his rocker now.
Yeah.
So that could get to him. That's pretty funny, actually. All right.